What's up, everybody? Niro EVJ here. Today I'm going to replace this stock mirror for the 2019 Kia Niro EX Trim EV. I'm going to replace this with this, and you know, it's got the Homelink functions, got the auto dimming functions, and it also has a digital compass that's in the top right corner. As you can see, the part number, if you guys are interested, is this. It says Hyundai, but you know, it's compatible. Pretty much any mirror will be compatible if you want to put it in, as long as you can locate a constant 12-volt power source and a switching power source. So that is the part number if you want to install this mirror. I got this on eBay. You can get them used for about 50 bucks and brand new in box for about 100 bucks. Comes with all these tools and what have you, or not tools, but wiring and instructions. And so let's go ahead and put it in. You're gonna have to splice into some wires at the top, so I got this off Amazon for 10 bucks. A bunch of wire connectors. I guess you could use those that come with it, so you won't even need this. I didn't know it came with all that. So let's get into it. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna have to take this cover off so that we can get into the bracket holding the mirror on, as well as we're going to have to take this whole piece off. And the way you're going to do that is in here, you'll see these two screws. We're going to remove each one of those screws, and then this whole thing will pop down. So let's get into it. I tried to get the original stock dimming Homelink mirror that's included with the premium trim of this car, but it doesn't exist. I asked the parts department in 2 different places. They don't even have it in the system. You can't even order it. I want the Homelink feature, so I don't have to use this thing anymore. And I want the dimming feature because every other car I've had for the past 10 years has had a dimming mirror. And this being a $40,000 car, you'd think, you know, it's a relatively inexpensive part that they could have put it in, but no. Okay, so I've gone ahead and removed my radar detector. That's the wire for the radar detector right there. And I've moved the mirror out of the way. This thing is held in with tabs. So all you're going to do is take some kind of prying tool. I'm using just a plastic prying tool that is for electronics. You can use like a screwdriver, but you don't really want to scratch any of this area. So plastic on plastic is a lot better than metal on plastic. So just get your prying tool, stick it in the corner, and just pop, and it'll come out. Okay, and then just slowly make your way around and pop off the rest of the tabs. Camera angles are going to be kind of a challenge working by myself in an enclosed space. And then that'll give you access to be able to get to the mirror, and then we can get the mirror off. Just be really careful when you're pulling them off. Just do it real slow because I broke one of the tabs. You don't need all of the tabs to reattach it, but just better off being real careful taking that plastic piece off. And you can see the tabs here. All right, so all the plastic pieces are off. These two pieces, one fits like this inside those rails, and then you can pop this piece off, and then this whole piece will come off. That'll give you access to the mounting bracket. You can see there's a screw right there you're going to have to loosen and take off. These are all sensors for the lane keep assist, and there's a light sensor there. So we'll be taking this screw out, and then the mirror will pop right off. Do yourself a favor and get one of these little kits that have all the different sizes. They're mainly used for electronics repair, but this is a T15 that I'm using here to remove this screw up in here. Once that screw is out, we're going to go ahead and disconnect this wiring harness right here. You're going to want to push in on this little tab, and then it'll pop out. It's a lot easier if you're not doing it by yourself. Now it appears there's a bracket on here holding this wire in place, so we're going to pop that off. This comes right out. Okay, old mirror taken off. Now we're going to go ahead and remove this section here so we can get to the wiring. Grab somewhere and just pull down. There we go. And that gives you access to the wires up top. Now what we're going to need to do is we're going to have to find a switched wire, and we're going to have to find a constant wire. The constant wire is going to power the Homelink functions of the mirror so that you can turn on, or I'm sorry, you can open your garage door without having to turn the car on. And the switched power is going to power the rest of the mirror, the auto dimming function, and the compass. So I'll show you how to find which wire's constant and which one is switched. All right, so this is the original wiring harness that was for the old mirror. There is no constant 12-volt wire to this harness because the old mirror didn't require a constant 12-volt because it didn't have Homelink functions. The mirror would come on when you turn the car on. So we need to find a constant. However, this has a switched wire, which is this red one on this side. Okay. Over here on this harness, this red wire is a constant. All right, so we'll use the constant there, and we'll use the switched over here to wire the new mirror. I'd like to thank a Kia forum member, Spastic, for determining or doing the testing to determine which wires are which and posting them in the forum. So that's where I'm getting the information from. So we're going to tap into this red wire here, and we're going to tap into this red wire right there. Right there. All right, so we're going to go ahead and use the extension cable that came with the mirror itself. Okay, so we're going to take the new mirror, and on the back, we're going to plug this connector in to the wiring harness, and then we're going to run this up through the headliner. Okay, I've gone ahead and connected the wires. I ran the wire basically down through the headliner, out, connected it to the mirror itself. On the very back of the mirror, you see this little sensor there. That is a light sensor, and that determines whether it is nighttime or daytime, which then turns on or off the auto-dimming functions of the mirror. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the mirror, and I'm going to put it onto the bracket, which is right in the center there, and because we can go ahead and mount this and get it out of the way. So basically straight onto the mirror, just slides right on, just like that. Push it down until it clicks, and then we're going to go ahead and tighten that set screw when we're all done, when the installation is all done right there. Now that we've connected the mirror to the other harness that came with the new mirror, we have these three wires here. One is the ground, that's the one right with the metal connector here. And then I have two other wires, one for switched power and one for constant power, okay? I looked in the directions here that came with the mirror, and it says that the black with white tracer is the ignition wire. That's the switched 12-volt wire. That's the one that's on when the car is on. And the solid black is for the constant, okay? And the other black is the ground. All right, so we're going to connect the solid black to the constant, which is this red wire, right, whatever. And then the black with the white is going to go to the other red wire, which I showed you earlier. So now we're going to take these connectors, okay, and basically what you're going to do is put the wire into that little channel that's right there. And then once it's in the channel, you're going to close it up and snap it closed. Okay, and that actually pierces the wire and makes a connection. And then on this end, you're going to attach, I'm having focus problems. On that end where that slot is, you're going to attach this connector. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I need two hands to do it, so I'll show you when it's all done. Okay, so obviously I have to set up all the wires, you know, zip tie them. But as you can see, I've attached the red wire to the constant, red wire to the switched power, and there is no ground wire or ground bolt that I can bolt into, so I put a bolt into the middle here. That will work as a ground. And so now the only thing left is to test, and so the Homelink buttons, you can see the red light lights up, that's getting power. The green lights are not lit up because the switched power is not on. So if I go ahead and turn the car on, you see the green light comes on. And so that means the switched power is working, the constant power is working, and the mirror itself is working. Now I'm going to put it all back together and show you what it looks like when it's all done. All right, it's all back together. Everything works again. And now the only thing left is to test the mirror. I'm going to take a piece of black tape and I'm going to cover that sensor I showed you before. And that'll basically trick the mirror into thinking it's nighttime. So we're going to go ahead and start the car. If you look out the mirror, you can see it's perfectly clear. If I go ahead and trick the mirror into thinking it's nighttime by covering up the sensor in the back, you can see that it's hard to see on the video, but you can see that it is started to, once I cover, you can see it's starting to get dim. And so I know that the function is working. I'm going to take the car for a little drive to get the compass to calibrate, and then I'm going to program the Homelink buttons, and this install will be complete. Anyway, guys, that's going to conclude this video. I enjoyed making it. I've been looking forward to having a Homelink mirror for quite some time. Now I just have to set up the Homelink buttons, and I'll be good to go. If you like this video, please click like. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.